Welcome in to episode 228 of, is it 228?
It's 228, yeah, 228,
This is really like the old days, eh? Welcome back to episode 228 of Incense Podcast. It's me here, Pogo Milo UK. No, it's Casual Coops. Hi everyone.
UK.
I'm back. I'm with the boys in Paris, and they've said, Coops, come over and do the intro.
Absolutely.
I'm with Muscle27, Pogo Milo UK, Ian Waterfall, Sue, Hermes Ninja, and of course,
Hello.
Francesco. I
And
can
you
never
are?
pronounce your username. I am Pyrus. There you go.
Pyrus.
And we're here in Paris, and I'm Coops. Hi,
We
everyone.
are. The casual has returned
For 10 minutes.
for 10 minutes, and that's all you're going to
And
get.
that's it. That's it.
For 10 minutes and an exclusive video segment that's coming out soon.
Remnants of what happened on the table in front of us.
We do. It's not edible anymore.
We broke bread.
yeah. We actually broke bread.
We broke bread.
We
just need the wine now, don't we? Really?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
no,
Yeah, we're
really.
not that religious here. But anyway, this
Cheese
morning
and
we
wine.
wind in time. We went back, set the scene. This morning before we got to the park, we went to the boulangerie on the way, got some breakfast and asked for 5 baguettes, perplexed the poor girl
5,
behind
there's
the
about
counter.
10 here.
Well, the poor girl in the bakery.
Yeah.
She looked at Mark gone out when he asked for 5 baguettes,
Yeah.
but she's like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, so we tried off us the little baguettes. We went, no, they're for Milo. We said, we'll have the big baguettes, please. And true to form, Milo rocked
In
it.
a
Milo
verdict, I
rocks
chose
it
the
with-
smaller baguette.
Yeah.
What can it
Nothing
be?
wrong with a small baguette, Milo. Nothing wrong with that,
I
mate.
keep telling Milo it's what you do with it, not what how big it
No,
is.
no, mine we gave him
Yeah.
sort of whipping action, to be honest, because it was slightly elastic.
I've never known that wide whip. But anyway, back
to the story.
Back to the story. yeah.
Back to the story. We're here,
Yeah.
Paris GOFest, boys.
It
Oh,
is.
hold on, Marky Boy hadn't finished setting the
Hadn't finished
scene.
it,
No,
you know,
the listeners
exactly.
are now thinking, hold on a sec.
I know, we kinda left it there, didn't
they're
we?
in
Yeah.
Paris, I've got 5 baguettes.
Yeah,
what happened
yeah, that's
next?
exactly
I'm
that.
dying to know.
So yeah, as Ian alluded to, we were involved in a little bit of a creative content. It was good fun. We had a bring your own baguette battle here. Hence, we rocked up in an Uber. In fact, the first Uber saw us, then said, "No, you're not coming in," and drove off. And we think it was because it wasn't big enough. He probably saw us with our baguettes and thought, "What the hell's that about?"
I cannot transport
Yeah.
all these baguettes.
90 seconds later, better vehicle turned up and got us to the park. But yeah, we finished the battle royale. We're here with Coops as if it's never it's brilliant. This is,
And
by the way.
we've
This
killed
is-
Daxi off.
And we
So
killed
it's just with
Daxi.
me. It's just
Yay!
me.
We killed Daxi.
Yeah, again, it's going to make no sense. They don't
No.
listen, but they will see it at some point. Well, they've seen it by now.
They should have watched the video at this point.
By
I think.
now,
If you
okay,
haven't, it's on
perfect.
our socials and the YouTube channel and everything. Yeah.
See, I'm still quite good at this, eh?
You're still quite good at it. And the fact that you're here follows on from the end of the video.
Yeah, it does. It's quite
We're
funny.
good.
It's almost
We're
like
good.
this was planned.
It's perfecto.
I feel quite off because there's me just shouting, "We killed Daxi," and Daxi's better half was over the other side of the park and just looked at me. and went,
Daxi's better half
"Where
here.
is he?" Oh, no, it's better half
Where
sat
has he
next to
gone?
us.
Better
But anyway,
half.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
Paris.
It's
GoFest
funny.
too.
He's actually doing a sorry, I'm changing. I know. It's 'cause- listen, I can't be away from him. I've got to talk about him. No, he's actually doing a girlfriend reveal in like his video today in Paris, and he said girlfriend reveal, and I thought I've been in your videos for 2 years. What are you doing?
As if he shuffled you behind the
Yeah,
camera
right. I thought, God, that's rude. I've been featured for the last few years.
It's harsh, isn't
I
it?
know,
It's
right.
harsh, yeah, but at least it's official now. Because well done, congratulations.
But yes, we're in Paris. Boys, thank you for letting me
Very
hop on for
romantic
10
city,
minutes.
Coops, isn't it?
now.
We were talking about it earlier, wasn't we?
Right place.
Time and a place.
There is a time and a place. No, Paris GoFest, and it's a joy, mate, to see you after a very long time, because I missed you in Madrid last year.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you know what you're like. You run off and 900 raids a day, and
He wasn't
No,
there.
I wasn't there
Oh
at
yeah,
all.
you weren't there. Sorry.
I was
sorry.
like legit on holiday,
Yeah.
but
Oh, of course you were. Yes, I
Yeah,
apologise.
but it's
yes.
lovely to
He was
see
sat
you.
on a paddleboard filming a vlog in the middle of the ocean.
yeah.
And gents,
Yes, I was.
again, not to make it all about us. Actually, this isn't about me at all. I did call Ian. What was it? Last week before
Last
last,
week, just
mate. We had a
before-
nice
before
phone call,
New
but
Jersey, yeah,
Now we're
yeah.
like live on air. I do seriously just want to say congratulations to you guys, and as a podcast as well with Sue and Francesco. I think it's absolutely brilliant. You guys getting sponsored and getting flown out to New York. So seriously, well done to you all. I know I've
Thank
said
you,
it earlier,
man.
but
Thank
got
you.
to say it live on air. You should be very proud of yourselves. And I'm just jealous that I left a year and a bit too early. Eh?
We did tell you we'd get there one day. She was like, nah, never.
You were living the lifestyle before us, you cheeky monkey, don't you?
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, Dax flew you out to Madrid.
Yeah. Let's not bait me out too much.
No,
eh?
no.
So pimp you out, you mean?
But no, listen, seriously, very proud of you all. And more of that to come, hopefully. More of that
Fingers
to come.
crossed,
I hope
fingers
so. Well,
crossed.
well
thanks
done.
very much, my man. But how are you finding, apart from it being incredibly hot and sweaty, how is it for you being here in Paris for GoFest?
Look, listen, you lot know I play the game sporadically throughout the year. I'm very fortunate I get to come to these events once or twice a year if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
brilliant. Again, can't moan about the weather because we are from London, even though it's a little bit too hot. It's absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
I think the park's beautiful. I think the game's great. I love the raid bosses, love a bit of Zaman, Zace. But the only thing is are we allowed to say negatives or not?
Yeah.
Now, the only thing that I do want to say, and I'm not trying to go back to old B, but I do want Niantic / Scopely. I think we need, like there's a lot of rare candy that we can get.
Yeah.
I feel like we're now 2025, we should get XL, right? We should change that from rare candy to XL.
Yeah.
Like we don't really need rare candy anymore, right?
Is that fair to say?
occasional
XL rare,
But it's very occasional, and
yeah.
I think maybe next year for the GoFest, if they can make it, that we can get 2 or 3 XL here, there, and everywhere. I think that'll be a good improvement. Apart from that, I've got no complaints, mate.
Well, actually, because where we're recording, there are people that can actually help you out with that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Excuse me.
Lads, do me a favour.
I need some rare candy XL.
Yeah, it's quite apt, isn't it? Because we talk about time passing, we talk about where we are now and where we've been and all that. It shows you how much time has passed because I am notoriously rubbish for opening gifts. Yet,
Really?
the last time, well, that's breaking news in France, not breaking news for the rest of the world. But actually, Coops is actually lucky friends with all of us. This is absolutely fantastic.
This is kind of the reason why we're actually doing
Yeah,
this.
this is why we're doing this. This is why we're doing this. We're going to do our Lucky Traders part of the podcast, I'm sure. But that's funny. Yeah,
So
you.
what's funny is I've actually lucky with all of you.
Yeah.
Me and Sue have actually done ours and it's died. So it's not a problem. It's not next time, next year. This time next
Next
year.
year.
I think I like a 14, 13, 12. I think I gave you the same, Sue, right? Yeah. So I've got you 3. And I'll do Francesco's after. So let's do it. Who am I doing?
Before we do
Let's do it.
Before we do it, there's a few things that we need to do before we actually get into the show.
Go on in.
You're pointing at me, but Shinies of the Week.
Pop your incense.
Oh, sorry.
This is a
Guys.
little bit too soon.
Pop your incenses.
That's the end of the show.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it is that time. It is time for you too.
Oi, you dirty dogs, drop your incense.
And if you get anything while listening to this special Paris GoFest episode, actually, well, when this releases, we'll have had the JMO Conde, so it'll kind of there'll be nothing really going on. But if you do get something
global, we'll get
awesome,
ready for global.
yes, getting ready for Global GoFest. Let us know via our socials at Incensed Podcast, of course. And there's the email contact at incensedpodcast.com and Ian's personal phone number of +44 759 269 5696.
I need to get this one.
That is our WhatsApp number. That is our WhatsApp number. You can send us a WhatsApp voice message. And you love a voice message back in the day.
I do. I've pestered all of you many times with a voice note.
Yes.
Voice messages for live Shinies of the Week. That'd be really nice, peeps.
Yep, it would. And the other ways you can contact us, if you are a member of our Patreon, you can reach us on our Discord, or on certain podcast platforms, you can push the DM us button. DM
would be fantastic.
Yes. But anyway, Marky has a lucky trade to do with Casual
I
Coops.
think it's time we jump into
The Pokemon Go goodness. I don't know what goodness is in French, but anyway.
Dragonfly. Bienness.
Bienness.
Bonness.
So we're going to do a trade. First off, for Lucky Trades on the show. Coops, what are we doing then?
I think we should just do Shiny Zamazenta for Shiny Zamazenta.
Sounds good.
He is determined to get the Shundo Zami.
Yeah, I'll be honest, when you just said global, my wallet just shuddered
Yeah.
in my bag.
Yeah, I get that.
Cried a little.
Yeah, I've done quite a lot of raids, and at this moment in time, I've got nothing to show for it. So, like I said, I've got 3 chances live on the show. So
I
let's see
think
what
we've all got
happens.
Zammies that we can trade you.
We're doing a shiny
I'll take a Zacian
Zami.
as well. So, right, here we go. 2188.
2188. This is what we need. This is what we need. This is what we need.
Come on, boys.
Thank you. Oh, no. Oh, it's okay. That's okay. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. Who's up next?
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Oh, you're in. You're already.
I'm
in.
in.
He's already in.
You're in. Is dribbling down your leg.
That was a double.
Oh. Mind you, it is that warm. I don't think there's any urine about.
We've gone best friends now, Coops.
Oh, look at that.
Ian, are you happy to do a Zacian?
I
Should we
don't
switch?
have any Zacian spare.
Ah,
My
you-
Shinization looks been terrible.
No worries. I'll take another Zamazenta.
Let's do this Casual Coops. See if you can't get you that Shundo.
Yeah, number 2 out of 3.
2735 is the number we're looking for, and
No. What
No.
about you? No. Oh, okay, Pogo Milo. This
mine
is
actually died, Coops. You probably gave me the worst ever Shiny Zamazenta.
that's how I feel
Love you
about
too. Yeah.
Right, Pogo Milo UK. If there's a time I need you,
Yes.
it's right
It's
now.
time to pull through on the lucky trade with the casual who is slightly out of my frame because, yes, I am putting this in my video as well.
Can you do Zacian, bro?
I can give you a Zacian if you like. I'd love a Zamazenta.
You would
back.
like one.
I'd actually like a Zamazenta. That'd be fantastic,
I'll
my man.
Because you're not casual like Ian, so you can actually give me one. Okay, here we go, boys. 3 for 3. Come on.
Here you go.
Shall I
It's a
just, like,
lovely.
wave? Shall I just let them
Have a
know
little
here?
wave
Oh,
over
no,
here.
you
Look,
can't,
no,
because
look.
it-
AI.
Milo.
Coopsy's over there.
Oh, right,
Fantastic.
you ready, mate?
I'm very ready for this.
Okay, good
Very
luck,
best
bro.
of luck, my man.
Do you know what, mate? I know you get good stuff all the time. I'd actually quite like to be one of the people that give you good stuff.
Well, I'm looking for 2188.
Yep.
You are looking for the boost of 2735.
Oh, you gave me the boosted. Okay, here
Give
we
you
go.
a little boost.
Here we go.
Ever wondered what a rhythm-based stealth game with dinosaurs might look like? Or a farming sim in space with zombies? Welcome to the Gaming Blender podcast. I'm Matt, and with my co-host Scott, we take a random game genre and random game mechanics, blend them all up, and pitch wild, totally hypothetical games you've never heard of, and maybe shouldn't. New episodes every other week. Hit play and unleash your inner game dev. No coding required. Search the Gaming Blender on your favourite podcast app now.
Mine's died. Where's yours at?
That's a 12, 13, 12. And the crowd goes. Ooh.
Mine is 12, 15, 13.
But was
So-
it 3-star? No.
Barely.
Barely.
Yes. But
Because
it's
I officially got the worst trade. Thanks, Coops.
Oh,
Well,
we
you know
didn't
you
go
said
back
at the
to back.
start, Ian Coops.
We tried.
If you want to leave.
We tried.
Don't
Yeah,
get me
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Anyway,
Thanks, guys.
back to
Appreciate
the
it.
podcast. That's the podcast.
And on that note,
Yeah. Francesco, stay there because I need you. Let's do our
Yes.
lucky trade.
Lucky trade again.
Before you
Anyway.
leave. This is my last one of the Incense podcast.
You're getting live trades here.
Jackson, we're going to do an audio reveal.
Hello.
Okay, while I
Dexy's
do my trade
questioning
with
the
Francesco,
bread.
I'm going to give you to the main man himself.
Yeah, look who's come over.
Hi. The Canadian in the house.
Oh, okay, he's better than just the Canadian.
Actually,
I think that's quite a good
Dexy.
title.
He's been resurrected.
I'm 50% French now.
There we go.
So
We
I'm actually.
instilled that with the baguette. didn't we?
Parlez-vous baguette?
There's just bread on the
There's
table.
just bread everywhere.
Well, we're in France, so we need bread on the
Is
table.
that up for grabs?
Yeah.
Can I eat some?
Yeah, if it's in German, there'll be sausages.
There's one complete baguette left, so
Oh,
that
is this
can-
one like a clean? Like
This
a
is
non
a-
None
think
of them
it-
are clean. They have ants all over them.
Come over. This is
Clean
an
baguette.
audio
Hi,
reveal. Say
this is-
hey.
This is my girlfriend Sarah.
Oh, audio reveal, Dax. We thought we'd do that.
He just said Sarah, yeah?
Yeah, you guys haven't met her. You met her. a second
Just met
ago.
her earlier.
She has been in a video actually. So you
Nice
just
to
don't
meet
watch
you.
my videos
Well, now,
anymore.
now on the
kidding.
podcast.
YouTube, aren't you?
Yeah, I am a YouTuber.
Are you as famous as Milo?
2 years.
Fame is what does that mean?
I
What's the
don't know.
definition?
Milo told us he was a famous YouTuber in London, so we just went with it.
2 years is a long time.
Yeah.
It's all downhill from there.
Yeah.
What's going on? What are we doing here?
Just chatting, you know.
We're just chatting.
Chatting about bread. They're doing lucky trades.
Okay,
We're
go.
trying to fill an hour in, and we've got 14 minutes so far.
Yeah, so can you help us out? How has your Paris GoFest been going?
GoFest has been good. Paris, this is day 12, 11 of GoFest for me, I think.
That's a good
Your
question.
third one, yeah.
How are you feeling after doing Japan,
Triple header.
New Jersey,
Look,
and France in 3 weeks?
I think the biggest hitter was Japan because the jet lag, being 13 hours time difference is when you're going to, like by the time you get used to the jet lag is when you're leaving Japan. So always do 2 weeks in Japan. That's a quick tip. Jersey, though, is not too bad to Europe. It's 6 hour difference. You know, and as long as you have your rest days between, like you go hard one day, chill the next day. It's not too bad, but
chill
yeah,
every day.
yeah, chill every. Actually, that's a good point. Just chill every day.
Just chill every day.
No, actually, Paris I have been taking it very chill every day.
Yeah, well, it's the same event really
Look,
for you 3 weeks in a row.
Thing is
One biome
last
difference
year,
in each place, isn't
Yeah,
there?
last year there was a lot different. There was like Zerkatry,
Yeah.
Mossom, like different shiny releases. This year the difference is the backgrounds and one habitat changing. So not the great. Like, look, it's a good GoFest, but if I'm comparing it to the past
One
GoFest,
spawn really, isn't there?
one of the weakest ones. 2 new shinies.
Yeah, two new shinies across the whole
raids
board.
aren't even new shinies. There's only
you could
2
argue
raids.
3 if you went phalanx with the outfit. You're
Okay,
really clutching.
yeah,
I am clutching at straws.
That's
here,
okay,
you know.
2.5. 2.5.
I'm
new
sure I've got
shinies.
the Pokemon Go team all around us. We just
I think.
Coops loves a costume, don't you?
Yeah, but I think,
exactly.
yeah, I think the main thing, one thing that I've learned from this thing is I think they're trying to sort of give as many different people the opportunity to play.
the same event. Yeah,
It's not about people going and playing all 3, is it? It's about people going to at least one,
Yeah.
experiencing it.
Yeah,
And
100%.
trying to minimise that, changing it too much. But as you said from previous years, Shiny Ferramosa in Madrid,
Yep.
bit of a chase. And like you said, you had the other Ultra Beast.
yeah,
Yeah,
Buzzwole, and
yeah.
You know, we're beasted out now, aren't we? On the
After our
potential-
fight, definitely.
Yeah.
the fight, yeah. But no, that's an interesting comparison. That is an interesting comparison. But like, I mean, what are your plans certainly for the next day? It was Saturdays we're recording this.
So I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. Today I'm literally using my auto catcher all day playing Pokemon Go. So
Best way to play.
literally the most chill day you could.
I was like, have you got any funky ideas for tomorrow? Because obviously in Osaka you could do the 100 shiny race versus Mystic 7.
That's true.
I don't think tomorrow might be like I might just do nothing, to be honest. End it off on a chill day.
Well, of course,
see.
you spend a lot
Probably
of time
do a
in
meetup.
France as well, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I'm here to see Coops anyway. That's the only reason I'm here.
Yeah.
We,
I mean,
we
who
know
wouldn't,
that.
you know?
We thought that the official reveal was actually going to be Coops.
No. It's a girlfriend reveal.
I played
Girlfriend or
GoFest
boyfriend?
Paris on an auto catcher, and in brackets because I was with Coops. That'd be quite a good YouTube title.
Exactly.
Anyway,
possibly.
segueing back an hour or two ago, your acting skills, man, they're there.
Thank you.
Your acting skills.
Yeah, I went to Juilliard. No.
He's resurrected. So am I.
Is that an
I got
acting school?
baguetted by Coops.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Yeah, no, thanks. I appreciate that. Honestly, just all
that death
self-taught.
scene was Oscar-worthy.
Self-taught. Just
Yeah.
have they seen it yet at this time?
It
They
should
should have
yeah.
seen it
Go
at
watch
this point. Yeah, the
Go watch it. Give it a review on Rotten Tomatoes.
The epic baguette battle of Parc de whatever it is.
Parc de
Skir.
Parc de France.
Parc de France. It's
Anyway,
not
I'm gonna go grind. See what I can catch on this last day of GoFest.
grind as relaxed as you
Yeah, I'm
can.
gonna do some photos and I'll pass it off to the casual.
Daxi, thanks for jumping on, bro. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye. How do you feel about Daxi going off and doing a grind sesh, and you're lingering here?
He's not. He's
No.
lying to you. No, he's not.
He just told us he's not grinding this weekend.
Yeah. Bro was like, yes, I'm not grinding. He was like, oh, I'm going to go grind.
Yeah.
We've been joined by a couple of gaming. Welcome to the picnic table and the
Hey.
baguettes.
Come over, Izo and Yaya.
I love your table decoration.
You're a fan
Does
of
it
the
look
baguettes.
French?
It is.
Does it feel really French?
Are these like
And
fresh
not banana
baguettes?
bread in front of you.
Well, they were fresh an hour ago.
They were fresh at 9 a.m.
They do look
They
fresh
look
though,
fresh.
yeah.
They were fresh until we battled with them.
Why? Why?
Because
When in France.
when in France, yeah, GBL stands for Got Baguettes Lads.
Wow.
That's a joke that got manifested 3 years ago on the show.
And now this is the opportunity to
Now
bring
it's
it to
happened.
life.
But anyway,
Wow.
moving away from baguettes, you guys are here. You've been having official meet and greet bits and pieces. How's the weekend been going for you both?
Warm,
Warm,
sweaty,
Oh my god, it's like stereo. This is brilliant.
melty. Oh my god!
Right, 3 for 3 here. This is,
This is good.
Okay, done.
That's great. Go one more. Let's see. Got one more.
It was good.
I think three in
Three's
front row is
fine.
good.
That's brilliant.
It's really basically a game of survival.
It is.
You know?
A game of trying to play with your phone not overheating.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Because you guys are using iPhones, so I'm guessing you got the dark screen quite a bit. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like
I couldn't even play yesterday. It was hard.
no.
Tell me about it.
yeah, Apple people all feeling the same pains. This-
Marky
And
big
Mark
smug,
was there like, my Samsung's fine.
smug over there on Android.
It's like ooh.
But despite the faded screen, have you managed to get some bits and pieces that you wanted to get from the GoFest?
I'm still missing a lot.
Still missing a lot.
I need the Frigibags.
Yep.
I need the
Same.
carbink.
Same.
I need the big whale. I forgot the name.
Toddle.
Toddle.
That's the
Thank
one.
you.
What did I get today? The Tortinator.
Toddle is one of our
Yes.
favourites.
Tortinator.
Personal favourite of ours.
I still don't have a Skidoo. I've been to multiple city safari events. I still don't
Oh
have
my
shiny
goodness,
Skidoo.
not got it. Wow.
Nope.
Actually, funny you say that. I haven't got one all weekend either,
Yeah,
or
but you
in Jersey last week.
You are the Vassafal who basically promotes not playing.
No, that's not true. I don't promote not
You're
playing.
like, oh, look at
just
me.
play
I don't have
casually.
my phone on. Well, that's why you don't get
Well, when I'm
anything.
working, I don't have the phone on.
I'll tell you guys a funny story. So we default to Turtonator. It's like, obviously, Terminator. We call it the Turtonator.
And we do a really
We met
bad
a
Arnold
lovely-
impression.
We met a lovely couple from Germany today. They came up to us and said, love the show,
You heard
we
this
love
earlier.
it. They said, but where's Milo? And we said, oh, Milo's playing the game. You know, he does that. And they
Still
said,
does.
oh, that's not a surprise. But they said, we love your show. But if you see Milo, and I love how they said if, I thought we would definitely see Milo.
She said, please tell him that he's ruined Turtonator for us.
Yeah. And then she went,
Oh.
all I see on the screen is when I see it, oh, look, there's a Turtonator.
Oof.
I mean, it's a fitting name.
Great legacy to have left behind.
In your really bad Austrian accent.
Yes.
Yes.
Doesn't it? It's not exactly the best Arnold impersonation, but your guys' meet and greet tent Is it located in the Frigibax biome, or is it stuck between?
It is like on the edge of both. Like I get Frigibax spawns, but I also get yeah.
I didn't even realize.
Well, I never got a shiny. We have a gym too. We can raid while meet and greeting.
Wow.
On the sly.
We did
On
that
the
last
sly.
week unofficially.
Yeah. Oh well, there you go.
That's cool. Plus, the morning session is quite okay. Like it's not too hot.
It was windy today.
Yeah, we had aircon, like
Yeah.
natural
Wow,
aircon.
natural aircon. That's fantastic. It's a rarity over this weekend.
Because we talked about New York last year being stupidly hot and sweaty. This is a dry heat, but it's still swampy out here. It's still uncomfortable.
It is, even though we had the storm.
Yes, which was fun last night.
Some storm.
Some wind, like it wasn't a proper storm.
It was rainy last
Like night. Yeah. When we arrived at the hotel, it started
rained
to
a
rain.
lot.
It like till about
Thunder and
3 in the
lightning.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Hello.
So what are your plans for the rest of the event? Because you've got the meet and greet every morning. Are you looking at getting into the city to play a little bit for the rest of the event, or are you going to stay in the park?
I think wasting your time, like you're losing an hour pretty much to get to the city from here.
Yeah, it's a long way.
I'd rather try and stay here and get the things that I need. I can go from habitat to habitat. I still haven't done it. Like all I did, I arrive here in the morning, grab my stuff or like put my stuff into the locker.
Yep.
Walk down to the meet and greet. Arrive at the meet and greet, do the meet and greet, come back
for
here,
lunch. Yeah.
and then it's intermission.
Yep.
Go have lunch, and then come back here.
Yeah. So have you guys streamed much while you've been out here?
It's too hot.
It's too hot, is it?
I can't even play on my playing phone. So
Right.
nah.
It hasn't been friendly, has it? For
It's
the
not.
tech, has
It's
it, this
not.
weather?
No.
Well, it's a good job I've got a shiny toddle for you. Yeah, that's got your name on it as well. We've been like trading like it's going out of fashion, haven't we?
Right,
the last
right.
couple of days. So yeah.
What about you? What about you?
What?
What would you like to still catch?
Yeah. So what are you still
The
chasing?
Frigibax.
Frigibax.
I got the Shinization and someone sent on the first day.
Nice background.
So, yes.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So,
But not only first day though. Go more into detail. Not on first day, but
what do you mean?
on your very first raid.
Oh, yes.
What?
Yes. Yes.
even
So
more
back,
significant.
back to back casual.
Back to back.
I was like, I'm done.
Well, we say
Wow.
Izo's casual, but she's not. Izo's great at gifting. Like,
I'm just
trying to
leave
leave
now.
now.
Bye.
Go and find your Frigibax.
I thought they were looking at me there, mate. You're okay. I say, were you like? Oh, so they all have catch cards? Was that how it was? They're all shiny. They all have catch cards.
Yeah.
This isn't fun.
She's like, oh,
done.
cash card here, cash card there. She's like, oh,
Yeah, I'm done.
It's good when you're good at the game, isn't it?
somebody's got to be. Yeah.
where is? Sorry, oh, there's the Gigantamax battle.
So we've been told there's a Gigantamax Centellion in the park.
Yeah,
at
with
4:05.
You got
so they're
this
going to have this
is not
massive
gonna be-
lobby.
Are you guys coming for the photo in a bit?
Yeah, he wants us all there. Yeah.
What's the time now?
Right now, right?
wants it at 4:30. So
I thought we got a bit. You guys have obviously done so many European events, and obviously Madrid last year. But
Yes.
I mean, my personal view, this park is one of the most stunning locations they've done it
Oh,
in.
it is.
What
Hands
do you,
down.
What do you guys
It
think
is.
about
Hands
it?
down. Yes, like the most aesthetically beautiful, pretty looking park. Like, look at the trees. Look at the triangular shaped trees. Look at the
Provide
fountain.
triangular
Right.
shade for people to huddle in. It's brilliant. People forming a pyramid.
Yeah. No, honestly, hands down, the prettiest park.
It looks
Like-
fancy, like fitting.
Fitting for
Paris.
France, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very fitting for France. And I was talking to somebody who said it really resembles an area inside of the Kalos games.
Yeah. There is also a castle, not castle. What is it called?
Chateau.
Chateau.
A chateau-like building that you can enter in X and Y.
Yeah.
Where you go into the back of the building and actually overlook something that looks like this park.
okay.
Yeah. So it's really, really strong resemblance.
Coincidence?
Yeah.
I think not.
Oh.
They definitely have a knack for picking good locations, and this is one of the most stunning parks, definitely.
Well, we won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much for jumping on the
Thank
mic
you
with us.
for having
Both
us.
of you this time. Awesome.
Yes.
Is
First
it a
time on
premiere?
Izo, welcome.
Yeah, I think it's the first
It's
time.
a
I think it is the
premiere.
first time we've had Isa joining, so we've got the proper couple of gaming.
Let's go. Thank
Fabulous.
you.
Well,
Thank you for having us.
good luck for the Frigibax chase, both
Yes.
of you.
Hope you get
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Good luck for.
If not, there's always global.
Well,
Maybe.
Anyway, thank you.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. We're now sat here on the Sunday afternoon on a very much more overcast, cool down day
It's funny you say it cooled down day. We've just seen Couple of Gaming and that says, "Oh, let's get into the warm and have a coffee." It's that cool today.
I don't see anyone huddling around the aircon vent or unit.
I really don't. Actually, the fridge protector is still there.
The Frigibags.
He is the guy of the fridge, isn't he?
The Frigibags.
I was saying this over the Friday and the Saturday when there was a need for it. He was very protective over the fridge, and I called him Protector of the Fridge.
Protector of the fridge. You must not come here for 20 minutes.
So you will not open that door.
Yes, they put signs on it, do not open this for 20 minutes, let the water cool down.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Or my phone in one case.
They
Because
stop
on
people.
Friday it was. I think I was the one that made them stop.
So
actually,
please stop putting your phones in the fridge.
So yeah, I think I started that actually. But you know what? It needed to be done. Friday was 33 degrees, which isn't excessive, but it was brutal. There was no air movement.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't humid. It was just.
It was intense.
Intense is the word.
And anybody who knows, if you're playing with a device at that sort of temperature, it can be problematic. I mean, you have multiple cooldown warnings.
At one point, my phone gave me a warning I've never seen before: extreme heat, and it had a thermometer on it that was red.
It's like, hell no. You ain't doing GoFest today, sunshine.
So yeah, I mean, I think there's been challenges, hasn't there, tech-wise for
Definitely.
it? I think most people associate warm events with poor mobile experiences. That's not new for this event. That's happened in many events previous to this. But you are right, warmer than we probably thought it was. And like you say, the contrast to today is crazy. It is very crazy. But it's GoFest is done. So it's Sunday. We're sat here.
Oh yes.
We'll talk about our highlights. We'll talk about maybe the moments that maybe were our biggest sort of mistakes from it, because I've certainly got one that I'll be sharing with the listeners later. But yeah, I mean, I think, listen, for those who are listening to or have listened to our New Jersey show, it is a copy and a paste event. We've said that. I think we've all had our thoughts about that, and we'll share them, I think, as part of this sort of reflective period.
We'll talk about our initial thoughts, and then we'll go into it in a deeper dive after Global, which is pretty much copy-paste for the fourth time.
It really is. I mean, the only things that have changed at these live events is the one biome, and that's more specifically the biome name, and then a handful of spawns. Really, we've got Sandal here, which is the sort of unique shiny that's featured in the 5Ks, and in New Jersey we have Bombardier, which is nice. I don't know, there's that toss-up between consistency and also trying to make them feel a bit more unique, because obviously you're walking around the physical space. It's very visually stunning, as we said earlier, but gameplay-wise, for us it is very repetitive. You're seeing a lot of Chimeco.
And this is the thing, like we did talk about this earlier, as we've sort of lived and breathed this event. We are in a very fortunate position. We've done a couple of events, back-to-back events. These events aren't designed for us. These we come along to them.
Yes.
We're part of it. And very much we get a nice balance of playing some of the game, supporting the teams around us that have put these events on. But they aren't for us to go to. They're not designed for you to go and get something special from it over another one.
Yes.
This is about inclusivity, and it's about having 3 events in different parts of the world, equally distanced, to allow different markets of trainers, players to have a GoFest experience. That's become, I'd probably say, more apparent this time around.
Most definitely. This is the first year in GoFest where all 3 live events, as Marla mentioned a second ago, have been the same habitats, with the exception of one, which is rotating based on the location. But they're essentially the same event.
Yeah, same shinies as well, we said earlier, Carbink and Frigibax, and that's the same for Global.
And again, first year where it's just been the same 3 shinies released. 2 technically, because I know we say Phalanx with a costume as new shiny, but Phalanx is
technically you can then
already
toss the Pikachus in there because they're new costumes. The costumes are not everybody's bag, as we know. I personally love them, and I quite like having the different geotags. So travelling around, that's sort of the thing that takes an emphasis for me. Is like, can I get it with a New Jersey tag? Can I get it with a Paris tag? That keeps it exciting for me. But anybody you would talk to here playing in Paris, if it's their solo GoFest, they should be having a fantastic time, hopefully.
I think so. I think we all have had a fantastic time. One thing I will say, and you guys might disagree with me, you probably will, the fact that we've done 2 GoFests back-to-back over 2 weeks, and bear in mind there's been 3 over the last 3 weeks, it's too much. They've condensed them too much. There's no downtime in between them. For us, for everybody else that isn't going to multiples, it's a different story, but it's too much.
I would definitely agree on that.
I get the feeling they've kind of, going back to my original point, that they've sort of factored it in where they don't want people to travel to the mall. It's not designed for that. They kind of, almost like they've grouped them together to move them out of the calendar in a very shorter window to allow them to focus on other events that are coming. We've got the
road trip.
The road trip bus thing.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't want to start that in between GoFest calendars. So that kind of makes sense. But I agree with you 100%, Ian. For those who've been to multiple events, yeah, it is burnout, isn't it? It's GoFest burnout.
It is. But I'm going to go deeper than that. It's pretty much the same team that's done all 3 of these events.
That's the thing.
And the staff, give respect to the staff because they are all working their asses off out here. And for them, it must be a brutal schedule.
Well, they're going to have a well-deserved break once Paris has wrapped up properly, that is for sure.
I don't think so. I think they're following the bus around now, Milo. I don't think they've got
the European
team. There's a bit of time between the bus then and now.
I'm joking.
At long last.
It's a truck.
It's a truck.
It's not a bus, it's a truck.
It's a truck, yeah.
Arctic.
An Arctic lorry. But should we get back to some of the gameplay and some of our bits and pieces? So, Marky, name a positive you've experienced this weekend and a negative for Paris.
It's a very good question. Listen, I mean...
I'm being harassed by a bee.
Oh, it's a beautiful bee as well. It's a beautiful bee. Oh, it's on Ian's black
A bee
cable.
won't hurt you, but a wasp will,
No.
so leave the bee alone.
Yeah.
I'm just moving out of the way.
It creates bee juice. So...
Not here. Le bee juice.
Positives and negatives. Well, listen, my negatives got nothing to do with the game, and that's a faux pas mainly on my part, which I am going to share with the listeners. I'm going to carry that on for a little bit longer. Aircon unit was a hint there. So, positive experience in the gameplay. Listen, I say this every year. It's not about the game for me. I think it's just the fact that I think the grounds have been beautiful. I think the home, the stately home, the gardens, everything around us has almost been designed to perfection. Shady areas to play the game, massive positive. I think when you look at the layout, you can walk around, do loops, go through the biomes, very clear, very easy. I think that's a massive positive. I think it is so quintessentially French, which I think that's the beauty of Europe. And, I've spent a lot of time in France, quite a lot of my life in France, actually, when I think back to the years that we've done over here. And I think, all of those are positives. And actually, I think the areas that people can be engaged in, involved in, we've got the AR photography, we've got all those, we met some massive groups of people from around the world. I think, however we dress it up, they've just managed to make Pokemon Go incorporate into a lovely area, and they've done it to the best they can do because it's a vast area. It's a big space, and do you know what? I think it's all worked together quite nicely, and I think that's for me is the overall positive from GoFest Paris.
Do you have a negative? Maybe you'd like to see improved.
No, I've got my faux pas about the game. I wouldn't say it's a negative about the game. I think we've got a great example that they've listened to us. I think they've very much improved the experience from the Friday to the Saturday and the Sunday. I think in the park area, there was a few areas that were a little bit lighter of spawns, but that isn't new. We've seen that in previous events. However, Saturday and Sunday seem to have done something to make it better. So again, that's a positive. I don't really have a negative for the event. Personally, got the shinies I wanted. That's good. Gameplay-wise, I'm not leaving here needing something. So
nice.
That's another positive. Oh, my goodness. What's that positive stick doing? Get off me. All I'm doing is talking positive. I mean, listen, I've got, I never
Are you talking about the right game?
I think so. Listen, Pokemon Go is not a game you can complete. I think that's something that if people can't make peace with that, then, that's just the way it is, unfortunately. Pokemon Go can't be completed. It's not about that. It's a long, whole journey to get the things you want.
Long collection.
Yeah, collection. Everything about GoFest Paris has met my expectations. So, listen, you can't change the weather. When we talk about negatives, they aren't negatives that will impact our listeners. These are negatives for us dealing with creating a bit of content in the park. For our listeners, there's plenty of areas they could get out of it, which I think is a massive positive. And you can't control the things you can't control. So it is what it is. And a lot of planning goes into these events. They don't react 2 days before it or a week before. It just can't happen. But yeah, personally with the game, no negatives at all. But I'm going to talk about my faux pas later after you've talked about your positives and negatives.
Can't wait to hear about this. Has Vasa got a positive and a negative from this weekend?
For me, the whole thing is positive, really. I've got to say, location-wise, they couldn't have picked a better location. The location, first time in France, actually, for any length of time. I've driven through it many times, but never actually spent any time here. And it's a beautiful location, scenic, just what you would expect for something very Parisian as a location. In terms of the gameplay, It is copy-paste, we already said, so I'm not going to deep dive into that one. There's basically the same spawns with the exception of one biome, and the shinies are very much RNG, as we found out. In terms of negatives, nothing really negative. You can't affect the weather. That's something you can't. So there's no point saying that's a negative because that's not something that can be controlled. If I did have to draw any negative, I would say the park is a good trek out of the city. But this isn't the first time that the Pokemon Go team have picked a park that's outside of the city because, let's be honest, you can't have something central every single time. But the fact that this park is like 40 minutes out of Paris, it's a good hike to get here.
Definitely.
If you was to walk.
This is Berlin all over again.
Yeah.
It's very much, public. You need to use the transport network to get here.
Or
Absolutely.
an Uber, yes.
Yeah. But it's transport, like you say.
Yeah, 100%.
I say that's a negative, but I don't see it as a negative because, let's face it, you wouldn't get a park this pretty in central Paris.
No, and the reality of the GoFest and what everybody usually plays, they have half a day in the park. So you make it your objective. You get here, you do your parky sprints, and then you are in the city for the remainder of the weekend. Again, we are here. Thank
Absolutely,
you.
yeah.
Hashtag sponsor. Thank you very much to the Pokemon Go team. We have to be here for doing various different bits and pieces, so we get the park multiple times, really.
And we have to look at it from a slightly different perspective because we have commitments that we can't not do. We can't say, can't be bothered to go to the park today. We have to be here because we have things that we need to do.
And on the flip side, like I said earlier, that's why when we talk about positives and negatives, we've got to be aware, actually, we're talking about the trainer experience. You guys listen to the show that have stuck with us all this time, and for the new ears that have joined us very recently on the journey, very appreciative of it. However long you've been with us, you've seen it. This is a different side that we've seen. We've certainly been very, very grateful that 25 GoFest wave of events, we've been able to do a little bit more than peek behind the curtain. We've been very much on stage, been involved in it, which is phenomenal, and it's bound to all of you listening to the show that have given us the motivation, actually the encouraging words to have got us to this stage. So listen, we're not sat here joking aside, going, oh, there's only one aircon. That's not what this is about.
In all seriousness, you are right. We're moaning that we've got a tent that's as hot as a greenhouse, and
we don't have to be in there.
Yeah, exactly. But we have been on both sides, and GoFest is something that's so special, and you can't take that away from the experience because taking away us making vlogs, making podcasts, doing official content, it's the biggest event of the year, and it's people's highlight of the year. And just look at all these people. Everyone is walking around like zombies with their heads down on their phones, but they're enjoying themselves, and that's what this game is totally about.
I see a few conversations going on here and there.
There's a couple of conversations, actually.
We set the scene. As we're sat here recording this, if I'm panning left through to right, at the left you can just about see the corner of the stately home.
The chateau.
The chateau, with a big Pikachu ear tip I can see behind the services tent, but there is a Pikachu, a big Pikachu. You've got the Sunken Treasures, lovely collection of treasure there, like a mast on it, almost like a boat with its...
I felt like a sunken treasure last night.
Like a sunken treasure. But then you've got a typically French garden with loads of pyramid bushes. You've got box trees around it. You pan across the middle. You've got a water fountain, which is the central feature of the park.
We've seen a few people dipping in there, haven't we?
Yeah, and maybe dogs as well. But if you look straight past the fountain, almost like going straight ahead of it, it extends into like a lake, which it's so beautiful. It's very... It's not symmetrical, but it has that sort of similarity. It's the greenery around it is stunning, and then as you sort of pan further to the right, you've got the trainer tents, you've got the carnival zone, you've just got a vast area with box trees, like I say, around it, and it frames the park so beautifully, and the people are around it just doing their thing and playing the game how they want to play it. And when we do these podcasts, it's not just talking about the event, which we love to do. Sometimes you just need to let your ears describe what's going on around it. You can't see it if you haven't been here, but you can feel it from the words that we're sort of sharing with you. But yeah, it's idyllic. It's just very Downton Abbey-esque. It's got a bit of Bridgerton about it.
Grandeur
definitely. About it. But yeah, it's
the
stunning.
park is going to be, I'd say, my overall positive of this event. I don't think I've been to a park that's so picturesque for a GoFest event, and just as a natural part itself. So the actual decor and everything is quite minimal, really, but it adds to the whole atmosphere, and you can really define the biomes. I'd say, unlike New Jersey, you really needed the decor and everything to highlight where you were. Here, you're like, right, the fountain is where you're going to get your sandal. Up by the chateau over there's the carbink. If you head down towards there, you're going to get your frigibacks and everything.
It's like visual way spots, because in Jersey, and something that we've not really touched upon, the Pokemon Go team have made the in-game map so distinct this year by colouring in each of the different habitats, which make it so much easier to actually find what you're looking for or where you want to be.
New Jersey, that was needed.
It
Here,
so was,
it's like a little extra digital footprint, to be honest.
And in this park, we've talked about how pretty it is. In a lot of ways, it reminds me of Grant Park, in it's a long, oblongular park. So you're just walking up and down the whole thing. It's not something you've got to navigate around mazes to get through. It's very, very straightforward in its design.
No, 100%. In terms of a negative, and this is a negative that is not just exclusive to Paris, it was New Jersey as well, and it's something that obviously they're not going to rectify for this year's GoFest because they're done, but hopefully for next year they can take note and maybe improve it, is the field research tasks. Not just in the park, but also in the city, there are not enough chances for encounters. It's so weirdly focused on getting...
I actually do agree with you. It didn't...
Do you really want to get an XL candy for a Zaman Center for winning a race? You already get a ton of that anyway. You get a rare... It's a lot of rare candy, a lot of XP and things like that. It's like... I know the direction may be different, but bring it back to the encounters. People want to chase for those Pokemon, the exclusive catches and things like that, and field research tasks were a really fun part of definitely 2024 GoFests, and even Unova Tour too.
Agreed.
So that's not exclusive Paris, it's exclusive for 2025.
It's GoFest this whole year, and God help us when we get to Global next week, because it's going to be the same again, unfortunately. Your encounters are going to be rare, and to be honest, it didn't dawn on me till you said it, but do realise, actually, there haven't been many encounter tasks at all.
It's been very difficult to find them.
Well, I set the challenge, didn't I was doing the stage 5 of the Meloetta. I wanted to catch Meloetta out here.
Yes.
And I did 100 research tasks, so I was focused on the research tasks, trying to box smart and try and tick them off in each biome to make them easier. But the amount of candy, candies, XL candies, and rare candy, it wasn't even rare candies, it was rare candies. Great for chopping into your Palkia and using your spatial rend.
Definitely.
Love all that, brilliant. But very few encounters. And actually, like you said, that's a fun part of it. You know. So because the Pikachus don't spawn everywhere.
No, they're rare.
They're biome specific.
Yeah.
And they're
unless you're in the city, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you said, they're still infrequent. They're not everywhere. You're not got Francesca would love a field of Pikachus in the game.
Who wouldn't?
But it's. But listen,
I'm going to ask Francesco a question.
Go for it,
Francesco. What have you missed in this GoFest? What spawn would you like to have seen more of?
Definitely for baby, because I didn't get the white. It's the only thing that I missed from this event.
Now that was interesting, because I thought he was going to say I miss the Frigibacks. Because that's what he's been talking about all weekend. So, Sue, what would you like to see that you've not seen much of?
Not enough Sandile. I still need one more. I have completed pretty much every other collection except Blue Chew. I need the blue hat Pikachu. So I would like to see a few more of those.
There is still time for us, but by the time you're listening to us, well, you should have hopefully seen something on social media, and GoFest should have been finished, really.
Imagine if it wasn't. That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
GoFest Paris for 3 weeks.
And you also might have seen our baguette battle, which we alluded to at the beginning of the show.
Oh, yeah, guys, come on. We need to talk a bit about this.
Yeah, we definitely need to discuss the baguette fight, which went from a daft concept. Anybody who's an OG listener of the show knows that one
Got
Baguettes Lads came from a Ask the Intern a sort of ad-lib segment.
It did, yeah.
In like year 1 or year 1.5. And now we actually found ourselves buying baguettes and having a small sword fight with them.
Well, sword and shield. It was
sword and shield fight.
It worked, didn't it? Yeah. So yes, we recreated the Great Baguette Battle of Paris in a park 45 minutes away from the city centre. But we did this on Saturday. Saturday was our sort of paying homage to it, and we rocked up to the baguette boulangerie in the morning, patisserie in the morning.
Boulangerie.
Confused the poor lady by buying all of her baguettes in the back, and left with our arms full of baguettes on the way to the park, and then chaos descended, didn't it, Ian?
Well, it did. We had the concept of the baguette fight, the baguette battle, and that kind of spiraled from the baguette battle to potentially baguette photos, which then ended up being a
baguette
skit with Pokedaxi and Casual Coops.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to channel our inner Clint Eastwood with some, interesting.
You said inner Clint Eastwood. I was thinking inner Quentin Tarantino with how
perhaps
it descended into carnage quite quickly.
I mean, it was literally the shortest battle in history, to be honest.
It felt like longer when we were recording it, but it's probably ended up being like a 60-second video.
I think we'll have to put anybody who's a part of the Patreon will whack it up.
We'll put it as an exclusive on Patreon.
We'll put the raw footage up there for you to enjoy.
But it was fun. It was proper theatre, dramatic theatre, actually, I'd say.
Yes.
And I think me and Ian have finally got ourselves back up off the ground. It took us a while, didn't it, mate?
To be honest, yeah. I mean, I don't mind taking a fall, and if it's for the art, then I'll take one for the team.
It was quality.
But anyway, talking about falling over, and I've got a faux pas that I need to share with you guys. So this will mean something to a lot of our UK listeners, because each person I've spoken to since it happened, certainly from the UK, has gone, "Oh my God, how did that happen?" So anyway, Friday, very hot day in the park.
Yes.
In the plastic greenhouse, and by the one aircon unit. So I'm in there. Ian's to the left of me. Ian's to the left of me. And I'm there, and there's a lady sat on the seat next to the aircon to the right of me. And anyway, Ian's got... no, it wasn't Ian, sorry, it was it was Kebron was next to me.
Because I look very much like Kebron, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, that's by the by. We're trying to call our phones out. Anyway, having a little bit of a chat with Kebron, having a few sentences with the lady next to me. Just talk about how high it is, mention what we were doing, talk a little bit about the game and that. Nothing too much, too crazy. Anyway, I leave the tent with Milo, and we head off to do whatever we were doing at the time.
Frigibacks hunt.
Frigibacks hunt, yeah. And then Milo turns around to me and says, "Tell you what, Mark, she looked familiar, didn't she?" And I'm like, "Sorry." And he goes, "Yeah, she looked just like Stacey Solomon." And I went, Milo, not a chance. And
your words were a bit more colourful than that, but we can't replicate them.
Yeah,
really?
No, we really can't.
So, and I go, no, Mike, don't be silly. I was like, I think it might be. I went, no, and I'm being very pig-headed at this point. I go, no, not a chance. Going on social media, right? Look, does that look like her? And to be fair to Milo, goes, and he might be humouring me to just shut me up at that point. He was like going, "Yeah, you're right, maybe not."
Genuinely not really sure. But...
Genuinely not really sure. So anyway, fast forward to Friday night. And we're sort of socialising, networking, and I get a WhatsApp message from my better half, and she says, "You won't." She says, "You won't believe it." And I went, "What?" And she sends a picture of Stacey Solomon with her son at Pokemon GOFest in Paris, and I have that moment where I'm like going, "Oh my days!" And then I make it worse by being honest, as I always am, and I said, to make it worse, honey, I was chatting to her in the tent,
and I had next
no
to her.
idea it was But yeah, for our UK listeners, that will mean a lot, because she's a massive TV star in the UK and is just doing amazing work. So yeah, Stacey, and the very, very small chance you won't be listening to this.
Well, she will, because we're going to tag her in the description.
Tag her in the description. Can you get a signed photo? Make it out to Lisa, please. She'd be very grateful. But yeah, there we go. That's my faux pas. But
there we go.
Talk about things that aren't faux pas. We're going to dip in and look at some of your amazing shinies of the week from this event, though.
Shinies of the week.
So we're jumping onto our social medias for shinies of the week, and I've got one here. And Julian J. Lee, I thought was the only person in the country, the world, that pulled this, but you've done very well. So Julian J. Lee has put also hashtag shinies of the week. So replied to a comment this has with this last second poll walking back to Penn Station on Sunday night. Shiny Kecleon for the win. Shiny Kecleon
rings a bell.
It does ring a very.
It does. Didn't you get one in Vegas?
Yeah, when it was released.
Yeah,
featured event.
Well done, Whitfield. Yeah.
Featured event for it. Yeah,
I think getting it in when it's not a featured spawn is rather exceptional. So big congratulations.
And well done to you, Julian J. Lee, as well. That's at Junho000.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to stick on X. We've got Matt, Pokemon Goer Matt here, who says, I mean, this is an exceptional catch, and this is what I am very jealous of. Jumped into a Japanese friend's raid via the friends list, speculated, and accumulated, all set for Paris in a couple of weeks. It's a Shundo Zamenzenta. The Shundo Zamenzenta is exceptional, so that will be being turned into a crowned shield form, I'm sure. Big congratulations.
Yeah, and the final Shinies we've got this week is from 5 days ago, actually. So, Jersey GoFest, Kurt needs a ride. Got my hashtag Shinies Week all on Sunday around my work schedule using hashtag Pokemon Go, hashtag Incense. Listening and watching the Incense podcast, guys. Enjoy. Hashtag GoFest 2025. It's actually hashtag Pokemon GoFest 2025. But we'll let you off. Thanks for the look. And this guy got loads. So we've got the shiny Galarian Articuno.
Nice start.
Multiple shiny G-Fisks. Shiny Phalanx with the costume. Ferris Seeds. Drillburs. Charmanders. Machops. Chances. The whole host. GG's, Kurt.
Absolutely. That is the full match there, isn't it?
Exceptional list. But we're going to do something unusual with the Shinies of the Week. We're actually going to give our Paris Shinies of the Week. So, boys, what's been your favourite catch, shiny catch, preferably this weekend? And I think I'm going to pick one that I think Marky may agree with. He may not pick it himself, because him and I both got Snap shiny 98% unknown eyes. I for Incensed Podcast.
Absolutely.
And I just picked it up. I was doing the clip, and then Mark was like, there's a 98% unknown here. He showed me it, and the screen was so dark in the sunlight, the burning sun of the Saturday. I was like, I couldn't see what letter it was. I couldn't see that it was shiny. I'm like, what letter is it? I. And at that moment, I checked my IVs, and it was the 98 shiny, and we both got Snapsies, which I think is awesome.
Ooh, friends. It's crazy because that was on the warmer day, and as it took an eternity for the IV bars to go up. And the thing is, like, you know, when you watch it and you see one and then one stops off before the others, these bars were going all the way.
They kept going.
It was like that bottom one.
Is it going to happen? It didn't
Just
quite.
stopped short. Listen,
that's what we call the Android lag.
It was iPhone overheating as well.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Android's been fantastic this weekend. But anyway, my shiny of the week, I've already alluded to it. It's not featured for the event. It will be a memory for me. It's got a very unique tag, and it's lovely to have it. Shiny Kecleon for me. That was the one for me. There's plenty that are featured here. This one wasn't featured here. That makes it very rare, very special, and that tag with it will make it exceptionally collectible, I think, and it will stay in my collection forevermore. But yeah, Shiny Kecleon.
Beautiful. And now Vassar's Shiny of the Week.
Tough one, really. It's got to be a really basic one, but it's been a tough get for me. So I finally, after 8 days of GoFest, got the Shinization with the background. So,
hallelujah.
Got it.
The grind is real.
It really was for this one. It's been a tough get. Zamazenta was a tough one. Zacian's just been impossible. So, yeah, that's my takeaway for this event.
Better background on it.
Très bien.
Better background on it. The French background's far better than the
New Jersey
one. I think Sue was saying the same on it, and I think I didn't even get it. It was the last Ace already knew. We know that anyway. It's an old story. Get the shiny. So yeah, to get a shiny was hard, but a background shiny, that's the win. Definitely a W.
Definitely. But I think that's going to wrap up episode 228 from Paris GoFest right here. So if you have enjoyed this show, please drop us a follow on whatever podcast platform you're tuning to us in on. That would be fantastic, and leave us a 5-star review. That would be spectacular. We would just like to take a moment to say thank you very much to every person who's jumped on the pod over the course of this episode, and also over in New Jersey as well. We love having those voices joining us, be it the creator guests or you guys, the fans, the players, and everything like that. And final thanks to Pokemon Go team.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yep, thank you guys for letting us be involved.
And we've got yet more thanks to say. Of course, our fantastic Patreon squad, the peeps on the bronze and the gold. All of you make an exceptional contribution to this podcast. We really do thank you for your support, because it means we could do things like this, the live recordings at these GoFests, and push the podcast that much further. So special shout out to the... You guys are awesome. You guys are KLXVI, Dell Hazard, Spindiana, Laurie Beck, Steve in Norway, CeeCeeismad, Macfloof, Saul Haberfield, Lizzie George, Sander van Dreiesche, Neonnet, Ellen Rushton, James Alexander, Northern Soph, Tom Cathell, Charlie Todd, Robert Wilson, Miss Summer of 69, Malcolm Grinter, Jordi Castel, Thehotweasel, shinyikeamom, and Tony of Pride. Thank you very much, each and every one of you.
And not forgetting our
gold member.
We love you guys. You are the backbone of this show. And those of you that unfortunately haven't been able to listen to this one live, but hopefully we'll be listening to this one back. JB, Kerry and Zachary, Barside 2, Mandy, Croft, Mr. Mossom and Muftii. Thank you for being our...
Girl!
That's on the recording.
And that was Yaya's positive from the
Yes,
event.
That's Yaya's review.
The smallest cubicle ever.
Leo!
I don't know, I'm having trouble.
He's a good boy.
How are you guys?
Yeah. Good. How are you?
Am I on the record?
Yes.
Now you are.
Yeah.
Oh my god, let me go away.
Come on, Leo, you've never been... Yeah, come on, introduce mine, come on.
Well,
Hello.
we've got the wonderful Leo joining
that's my
us.
introduction. I say just hello.
Hello, member
How are
of
you
the
guys?
community ambassador team, side of the
I
Pokemon
am.
Go stuff. How are you? How's your weekend been?
Busy.
Yeah.
Busy, because I usually run into you guys at events, but I think we haven't seen all week.
I saw you very briefly Friday morning, and that was it.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
You
we
literally
did,
stopped by
but
and you were already busy.
I mean, we were all in Jersey last week, and I think I talked to you there frequently. I mean, the notable trainers, and we were close together, but yeah, we couldn't do it this time. But that's why I wanted to come by just to say hello to you guys. Yeah.
Well, hello and welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, I'm surprised that I have to talk to stuff now. I'm not prepared for that.
We can say hello and goodbye.
Yeah.
We'll see you at the
Yeah.
next.
Yeah.
What is it going to the road trip stuff? Pokemon Go road trip?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think will you come to all of these events or just a few?
London may be another one on the horizon,
Yeah, you
perhaps.
should. It will be fun.
Yeah. We will see you there then.
We're thinking maybe London and Cologne.
Yeah. Or is it, am I allowed to say this? Or do you have franchise, money, advertisement? I don't know.
You say
we
anything.
wish.
And on that bombshell.
Yes. We'll catch you all for 229. There's going to be back in the studio.
I choose you!